folks. This is just a reminder that if you like this content, you can help me out by liking, commenting, and especially by subscribing. And be sure to hit the bell notification so you always get notified whenever I have a new video. Hope you enjoy this. Howdy, folks. I've had a bunch of people ask me what approach I'm using these days to lose weight. Now, I've used different approaches at different times, and they've been successful. There's no one single way to lose weight. Humans are omnivores. We're designed to function in a lot of different environments. And so there's actually a bunch of ways to lose weight. However, what I'm doing right now is a combination of low carb, low calorie, high fiber, and intermittent fasting. And so what I thought I'd do is show you what I eat every day. And I basically, at least in terms of solid food, I basically eat the same thing every day except for Sundays. And there's a reason for that. If you eat the same thing every day, you're not going to be excited about it. And so you're not going to eat as much. Whereas if you are constantly changing what you're eating, you're going to be excited about these new foods and you're going to eat more. So I basically eat exactly the same items every day with some minor variations, except on Sunday when I also basically eat the same things, except I also go out for a nice big cheeseburger. Having said that, here's what I eat on regular days. The first thing is in the morning, I have a small thin crust low carb pizza. Now this one turned out a little bit darker than I meant. I guess I set the broiling time a little higher than I should have for this particular one. But basically, it's a low carb pizza. It has about 200 calories. And I've got another cooking video for you on my YouTube channel where I explain how to make this. So you can check that out. I also actually have several other ways of making low carb pizza that I have videos about, but this one is what I'm doing now. So I have nutritional supplements that I take in the morning, and it's better if I take them with some food. So I have a 200 calorie low carb pizza in the mornings. Then I don't eat anything at all for the rest of the day until I get to the evening when I have my evening meal. And my evening meal consists of basically three parts. The first thing is I have low carb pasta that is made from konjac flour. Konjac is a plant. It's a root that is very high in fiber and very low in carbs. Konjac noodles were invented in Japan, but they've become common here in the United States recently. And even though the original konjac noodles tended to be transparent and rubbery, a lot of the blends or a lot of the products that you can get in America have some added oat fiber added, which gives them a little bit more of a normal pasta look and texture. Here I have a package of konjac noodles with the oat fiber and also a little bit of spaghetti sauce. So this is the brand. It's called It's Skinny Pasta that I normally use. And this whole bag has only 9 calories because it's a 10-ounce bag, and it's basically made exclusively of fiber and water. So that's why it is low carb and low calories. There's just 9 calories in this bag. And I've added some spaghetti sauce to it. I tend to use raw O's or some variety of raw O's because it has the lowest sugar of the different spaghetti brands that you can get in a supermarket. So I recommend raw O's. This happens to be tomato basil, and a half a cup of this, which is about what I put on this, has 80 calories. So with the 9 calories that the konjac noodles have, that's basically 90 calories. We'll call it 100. So from 200 for the pizza, we're now up to 300 calories for the day. But I don't stop there. In addition to the konjac noodles, which are fiber that is meant to help fill me up at my evening meal, I want to have something else. And so I often make a second pizza. This is another 200 calories, so that would bring us up to about 500 calories. And if I don't have a second pizza, I'll have a second something else that's approximately the same number of calories. I might have a hot dog on a low carb bun or something like that. In any event, I keep things in kind of the same range. The final thing that I eat as part of my evening meal is a chia seed pudding. Now, this doesn't look like much. Most puddings don't look like much. I could jazz it up by adding food coloring to it, but I don't really care about what it looks like. What I care about is, even though I don't eat sweets normally, I do kind of like finishing the day with something that is a little sweet. And so what I do is I take chia seeds and I make this pudding out of them. I'll have another video on how I do that. But basically, chia seeds are almost entirely indigestible fiber. So what does this have in terms of calories? Well, it's a little ambiguous. If you look on the back of the package, it says that the amount of chia seeds I used, which was 6 tablespoons, should be 390 calories. But that's clearly wrong, because in order to get that number, you have to count all of the carbohydrates for that figure, and it indicates that all 10 of those carbohydrates are not digestible, which means you don't get calories from them. So it has to be less than that. Now, it is also, frankly, the chia seeds, they go right through you. So I don't think you're absorbing hardly any calories from the chia seeds. So I'm going to ignore what the back of the package says. I don't think you absorb any substantial calories from that. In addition to the chia seeds, I add some low carb, low calorie sweetener, which I'll tell you about in the video on how I make this. I also add a little bit of some kind of flavoring. This is lemon flavored pudding, but I also like peppermint. You can have orange, you can have maple syrup extract, you can have almond extract, you can have a whole bunch of different flavors that are available. Banana is another I like, but in any event, I add the chia seeds, low carb sweetener, and the flavoring, and then I add a cup and a half of unsweetened almond milk, and that has basically 45 calories. So even if you say I'm going to absorb a little bit of calories from the chia seeds, we're still talking like 100 calories. So that's 200 plus 100, that's 300, plus 200 is 700, plus another 100, that's 800. And so I'm basically absorbing 800 calories approximately from the solid food I eat during the day. Now, I also take nutritional supplements, so I get my vitamins and things like that. But those have a de minimis number of calories. Also, I get some calories from beverages I drink. But in terms of the solid food, I eat basically 800 calories a day in terms of solid food. So that's the low calorie part. Also, all of these are low carb. They also are high in fiber. The tortillas that I make the pizzas out of are high in fiber. That's why they're low in carb. The pasta, which, by the way, comes in several different varieties. They have different thicknesses and shapes of the pasta, of the konjac pasta. They even have konjac pasta rice, so you can use it as rice substitute. But that's also basically fiber. And the chia seeds are basically fiber. So this is a low carb, low calorie, low carb, high fiber diet. And since I only eat twice a day, 200 calories in the morning and about 600 calories in the evening, it's also intermittent fasting. And so that's what I do, and it's working for me. And if it works for you, more power to you. God bless you.
And before we go, just one more reminder that if you like what you've watched, you can help me out by liking, commenting, and especially by subscribing. I'm trying to grow my channel, and I'd really appreciate your help. Thank you, and God bless you.